As you went on the spiritual journey and looking at open up to all aspects of cultures and what was working for you, did you start seeing the feeling the neck pain? Was it started to dissipate?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm glad we went back to that because ultimately, just for timeline purposes, doctor says you need another surgery. I say no. I'll come back if I need to. I'm going to go explore natural, holistic modalities. He's like, good luck. Stuff doesn't work.
See you in 6 months.
I'll see you soon. Exactly. Right. I start to dabble. I'm like, okay, what's this meditation stuff? Let me go try float tanks. Let me start saying no to a lot of invitations that I'm getting. That actually was probably the most effective. Like, hey, the golf tournament's going on in North Scottsdale. We're going to go out on a bender all day. Like, you coming? No.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
The power of no.
Have fun, guys. Yeah. I'm not going. Hey, we're all going to so-and-so's house, and, we're going to have a barbecue and drinks, and no. Just no. Just no. Any situation where it's going to be a lot of people and a lot of drinking, and you know how that goes. When you're in bars or restaurants or whatever, there's a lot of people drinking and a lot of people, there's just a different sort of energy. And so I just didn't want to be around the energy anymore. It's like didn't have room for it in my life. So that was really helpful. Making a lot of change. I'm spending more time by myself. I'm reading more. I'm learning about spirituality because I'm studying all these cultures and dabbling with different churches. I was going up to a Unity church and I was taking some classes in the evening and just really learning and exploring myself. And I started to make the connection. When I'm living my life really intense, I'm go. I'm not taking real care of myself by like having good routines and rituals. I'm just powering through life actually. That's when it flares up. And that's where the problems are. And so I would always look back at when I was in the most pain and I would evaluate, well, what was going on in my life at that time? Oh, yeah, you were having like issues with the girlfriend and you were hanging out with this girl and hanging out with that girl and you were staying out late. Like I was living messy, when I was in the worst pain, essentially. And so I really just learned how to just calm down, slow down, not have to say yes to everything, really just find my why and everything, like what I really wanted to do, not showing up because somebody else wanted me to be there. I think we get lost in that, at least I did. Emotionally, people would invite you and you would say yes. And then you'd be like, oh, why did I say yes to that? I do not want to go.
Yeah, people pleaser.
I do not want to go to that situation. Yeah. And so I started learning things like human design and like how to actually respond to people in a way where it's, like for me, it's very important for me, what I've learned over my studies and time, self-reflection, is if somebody invites me to some sort of invitation, I need to actually process it and then respond. Like giving them a quick answer is most likely not the best route for me. So I just do a better job of evaluating how I respond and get involved in things, which has been actually really helpful. So
let's talk about the evolution then of how you co-founded Optimyze in 2018, 2019.
Right.
You created, I call it one of the OGs of now with this in 2025. It's commonplace on every block.
Right.
And it's great that it's out there and it's, I started going Optimize in 2019.
Right.
It's not a placebo effect. But with hot and cold and building this community that you and Jesse did, as now you found your calling, you've got your health, you've got your real focus on who you are.
Right.
And it took time.
It takes time.
And a lot of people don't go through the work you did and they end up just living that life.
Right.
You look back, if you would have found that earlier, maybe you didn't need that first surgery.
Right.
Sarno and that Howard Stern's a big Sarno fan, and he talks about that all the time. And
That's
one
how
of the
I
best
found
books.
him.
Yeah. So those of you that are having back issues, neck issues, please find, and that book will be in the show notes, but please read that book because a lot of it is the psychosomatic.
I think everything's psychosomatic. The more you dive into psychosomatic, you realize all this disease, all these pain, all these issues, it's actually all rooted in the mind first. And then it's finding its way to the body. So it's like the more you actually lean into addressing mental health and changing like negative thought patterns, like that's going to translate into good physical health. You can't have one without the other. So it's really powerful stuff, but it's the part that most people don't want to address. It takes time.
It's the hard part. It's the hard
There's
work.
no quick fix. It takes time.
Yeah.